Hey, what's up guys? It's Toasty Tabletop Games, and today I've got my Wilds of Eldraine booster bundle box. And I've been really excited for this set. I've opened a little bit of it on my own, and I think this set's really cool. It's kind of nice to kind of step away from like the overarching story of like Magic the Gathering and its in-universe like implications, and kind of get on with something new. This set feels like a breath of fresh air, you know, since the last couple sets have been about like the Phyrexians basically most of this year. So it's nice to see something new and different. That being said, this set's really cool, and we're just gonna jump right into it. We're gonna peel our little pull tab and get right into it. So I have not opened one of these bundles yet, so I'm gonna be surprised for myself. So first, it kind of got packaged in there kind of crappy. But we have this little display. I usually keep these. I like to put them on my wall. It kind of sucks. It got a little bent. There's nice art of Ginger Brute, and this little Know Your Role thing on the back side. If you had the pre-release box, you had something just that had this same thing on the back of it. So we'll set it down here. And then we get the bread and butter. We have the actual box itself. So these comes with, I believe, 8 packs, and then you get a promo card and some lands. You have these like punch-out dividers and counters, all good fun stuff. We have a cool-looking spin dial. I like this one quite a bit, with like the pink lettering and like the purple and pink sparkles and glitter. That's what it is. The glitter in the dice. Yeah, I like that one a lot. That's cute. That one's cute. And then we have the meat of it, which is, yeah, I was correct. There's 8 set booster packs, and we're just gonna get into it. I won't open the pack that has the lands, but I will show you all the promo. This one's got the lands in it. It's like a little piece of cardboard in there. All right, let's see what the promo is. So we've got a foil Lich Knight's Conquest, and it's for 4 and 1 black. We can sacrifice any number of artifacts, enchantments, or tokens, and return that many creature cards from our graveyard to the battlefield, which is pretty cool. And then we have a bunch of foil lands. Very nice. So I'll set all this to the side. So I have a different spot I can put my lands now, and we're gonna get right into it. Here we go. So on our first pack, we got our art card. We have a full art island. I'm gonna try and like break this up into piles as I do it. We have a Grabby Giant. I'm trying to get nice and centered for you guys so y'all can read it. Grabby Giant, a Redcap Thief, Archon's Glory, Break the Spell, a Dutiful Griffin, Threadbind Click, Picklock Prankster, Ego Drain. Spectre of Mortality is our rare for this one. So in ETBs, we may exile 1 or more creature cards from our graveyard, and when we do, each other creature gets -X/-X, where X is the number of cards exiled this way. Then we have an Intangible Virtue reprint as part of the, I forget what this cycle is called, but they reprinted a crap ton of enchantments. That's what you need to know. Then we have a foil Territorial Witchstalker and a mini game card, or advertisement card, whatever. All right, we have our art card. Whoopsies. A regular mountain. We have Freeze in Place, a Snare Master Sprite, Into the Fey Court, Shrouded Shepherd, Royal Treatment, Sir Armont the Redeemer, Intrepid Truffle Snout, and a Questing Druid, which is, I think this card's really cool. So for 1 and 1 green, we get a 1/1 that says whenever you cast a spell that's white, blue, black, or red, we put a 1/1 counter on Questing Druid, or we can cast it with the Adventure and exile the top 2 cards of our library, and until our next turn, we might play those cards, which is really cool. It's got Impulse on a Impulse draw on a creature that you can then replay as the actual creature. Then we've got a Grasp of Fate. So when it enters the battlefield, for each opponent, we exile up to 1 target non-land permanent that player controls until Grasp of Fate leaves the battlefield. And then we also have Garrick's Uprising, which is a great commander card. There's a lot of good commander reprints in this set. So when it enters the battlefield, if we control a creature with power 4 or greater, we draw a card. Creatures we control have trample. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under our control, draw a card. We have a foil Intrepid Truffle Snout and a mini game card. On to pack 3. We have our art card of the Dutiful Griffin, a full art forest, and we have a Curse of the Werefox, a Red Tooth Genealogist, a Bestial Bloodline, Knight of the Sweet's Revenge, Gingerbread Hunter, Discerning Financer, a Edgewall Inn, a Mosswood Dread Knight with the storybook treatment, really nice. So that's our first rare for the pack. So it's a 1/1 green for a 3/2 trample with when it dies, you may cast it from your graveyard as an adventure until the end of our next turn. And then for 1/1 black, we can draw a card and lose 1 life. Super cool. Maybe Golgari will actually be good after this set. So next rare is our Food Fight. Is for 1/1 red. We get an enchantment that says artifacts we control have 2. Sacrifices artifact. It deals damage to any target equal to 1 plus the number of permanents named Food Fight you control. This could be a really cool, little gimmick card. I don't think it'll ever be good in standard because you need like that many. But unless there's ways to like make lots and lots of copies of something, probably not very good. However, this is a pretty silly card, I must admit. Then we have a Fiery Emancipation as our first reprint here. Yeah, so if a source we control would deal damage to a permanent, it deals triple that damage to that player instead. And a foil Bellowing Bruiser with a Barrow Witches reprint on the list. All right, so we're halfway through. We got some cool, a lot of cool commander cards, primarily. Here's our art card. Full art foil Island. Johan's Stopgap. Cool little bounce spell. A Quick Study. Water Wings. Frantic Firebolt. Unruly Catapults. The Red Tooth Vanguard. Succumb to the Cold. Ice Rot Sentry. Ariette of the Charmed Apple. Let's go. I really wanted this card because I want to make a commander deck with her. Super exciting that I actually got one. So each creature that's enchanted by an aura you control can't attack you or planeswalkers you control. And at the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of auras you control. Really cool. And then we have the Dragon Mantle. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card, and this creature gets fire breathing. Then we have Cheeky House Mouse. It's a Savannah Lions with an adventure. Which is honestly kind of crazy because it's just a mouse. So yeah, target creature you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn and can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater this turn. And then we have a food token, which is kind of interesting because that's our first token that we've actually gotten out of these packs. Alrighty, so I got our art card. Ooh, whoops, an island. We have the, make sure we're focused in there. We got a Stingblade Assassin. We got a Flash Flying. Cool. A Mocking Sprite. Misleading Notes. Or Moat, correction. Barrow Naughty. Cooped Up. Chancellor of Tales. Obira Dreaming Duelist. Fairy Fencing. And then a Thunderous Debut. For 6 and 2 green, we get a bargain, so we can sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token as we cast the spell, and we can look at the top 20 cards of our library and reveal up to 2 creatures from among them, and if it was bargained, we put the cards on the battlefield, otherwise we put them in the hand, which is kind of nuts. That's very strong. A Utopia Sprawl reprint, which is also fantastic, and we have a foil Ariette's Tempting Apple with a rat token. Alright, here's our art card of Ashiok. We have a full art swamp. A Living Lectern. That's our first card. The Unassuming Sage. Merry Bards. Tanglespan Lookout. Graceful Takedown. Woodland Acolyte. Bernard, the Ginger Sculptor. So each creature you control that's a food or a golem gets +2/+2 and has trample. And whenever another token you control, non-token creature you control dies, you may exile it. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a 1/1 food golem artifact creature in addition to its other types, and it has pay to tap, sacrifice artifact, gain 3 life. That's a pretty cool commander card. And we have another one, the Court Garenbrig. When it enters the battlefield, you become the monarch, and at the beginning of your upkeep, distribute 2 1/1 counters among creatures, among up to 2 creatures, target creatures. That's kind of cool. And then if you're a monarch, you double the number of 1/1 counters on each creature you control. That card's crazy. Lord. Okay, the Red Cap Gutter Dweller. 3/3 menace, and ETBs, we make 2 1/1 rats with that this creature can't block. And at the beginning of our upkeep, we may sacrifice another creature. If we do, we put a 1/1 counter on it and exile a top card of our library and can play it this turn. And then we have Spreading Seas, foil Rowan's Grim Search, and a Beast token, which is fun. This is a cool Beast token, especially because Beast tokens are so common too, like Commander. Love that one. But yeah, oh man, Court Garenbrig is going straight into one of my Commander decks. That's so crazy. There's an art card, a Swamp. We have the Hopeful Vigil, Hopeless Nightmare, a Wicked Visitor, Warehouse Tabby, Charade of Numbing Depths, Solitary Sanctuary, Bitter Chill, Tenacious Tome Seeker, the Twinning Twins, which is really cool. It's a flicker spell. So we get 2 for 2 and 2 blue for a 4/4 flying Vigilance Ward 1, and then for 1 and 1 white on an adventure, we can basically just ephemerate, not ephemerate, but you get the idea. It's a flicker spell. Hatching Plans, reprints, and Misleading Moats foil, and a Giant Killer reprint on the list, which is really good. Really good card. We'll set that up there. And then our final pack for today. So our art card, we have a mountain, we have Feed the Cauldron, Scream Puff, Minstrosity, Candy Grapple, Witchstalker Frenzy, Two-Headed Hunter, Stroke of Midnight, Ash Party Crasher, Moonshaker Cavalry, a big hit, especially that Crater of Behemoth in white, that's crazy. So for 5 and 3 whites, we had a 6/6 flyer with when it enters the battlefield, target creatures we control gain flying and get +X/+X, where X is the number of creatures we control, which is fantastic because that white is really good at making tokens. So, you know, maybe this will see a lot of play in Standard. I think that'd be really cool if it did, especially when you have cards such as the Halo Fountain, right? So you can have that as an alternate win con. And also, not only that, but it makes tokens. There's a lot of cool Convoke spells in Standard now as well. So a token strategy has never been more viable. Then we have a Hatching Plans and a full art foil, Talion the Kindly Lord. Honestly, crazy hit also. This is a big commander card people wanted. So enters the battlefield, we choose a number between 1 and 10. And when an opponent casts a spell with mana value, power, or toughness equal to the chosen number, that player loses 2 life and you draw a card. Really cool fairy nobles, especially like legendary fairies. Could be really cool. Yeah. And then we have our monster and sorcerer roll token, and that does it for today. So yeah, that's everything from our set booster box. We got some really good hits, especially that last pack. That last pack was nutty. But yeah, that's kind of all for today. So next time there will be some more Wilds of Eldraine. I have a whole set booster box to get through still, and we'll take it as we come. But yeah, that's it for today, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Be sure to like and subscribe. I can't do this outro today, holy crap. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this, and as always, follow me on my socials at Tabletop Games on whatever platform you can probably think of. I'm probably on it. But that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.